Watch out, folks. We are rejoining the European Union. I kid you not. Well, if you go by what we read in the papers and the online press, according to GB News, in a poll that they conducted and then rapidly deleted. Anyway, they tell us that 93% of their audience want to rejoin the European Union. Well, it's more than 52%, wouldn't you say? Well, you see, unfortunately for us, Brexit is not working out. And even the Brexiters are starting to wake up. Although I have to admit, it was probably an onslaught of us Remainers that we went onto GB News' website and we kind of put a bit of pressure on the poll. Well, GB News quickly deleted the poll. But that's not really what this video is about, no. Oh dear. In a twist of fate, Britain is pushing the EU to increase red tape. I kid you not. Have you heard such nonsense? Well, Brexit's latest twist, Britain pushes the EU to increase red tape. And the City of London, was supposed to have been set free. Freedom by Britain's departure from the European Union. But that hasn't worked out, no. No. In fact, it's pretty depressing. It's costing, the food industry at least 170 million just in vet bills to export foodstuffs to the EU. 170 odd million. Crikey. Sounds like a lot of dough to me. So in the reversal, though, in the roles they've been used to playing, Britain is demanding the European Union to toughen up on the rules. Worried that, about the threat of another financial crisis. Oh, I like playing my beard. What is that? Anyway, while you're here, please boot the old like button. Helps the channel, you know. And I need all the help I can get. Yeah, well, it's the ultimate irony, you could say. Yeah, Britain's departure from the bloc was supposed to mean breaking loose from the European Union's shackles. Yeah, and ushering in an era of light touch regulation for the City of London. And I haven't, no. Many, banks have you ever left the UK already? Or at least they've set up in the EU as well. Oh, okay. And I wonder what's going to happen when we lose euro clearing. No. The delicious irony. Britain once a champion of slicing through the red tape. And escaping all the bureaucratic bear hug of the EU is now practically on its knees, begging Brussels to pile on more of it. Yes, you heard me right. Anyway, we're doing rewilding here, did you know? Where we're planting 1,000 trees on 2 hectares of land. You'll be part of that, so go find my link down below. Yeah, well, you see. Oh dear, the Brexit dream. Of light, regulated City of London. Floating freely outside the European Union's regulatory orbit. Seems to have gone a bit pear-shaped. Just like GB News' poll. 93%. That was an onslaught, that was. Well, the poll conducted by GB News showing an overwhelming majority of 93% of their audience want to rejoin the European Union. It's like a comedy show, it is. Now, 3 years down the line, it's the UK. The UK, United Kingdom, not the European Union, losing sleep over the potential for a financial Armageddon. Like I say, what about euro clearing? Ain't far away now, it's 2025. Crikey. Well, the British bigwigs from the Treasury, such as Andrew Bailey and part-time Gimp, the Bank of England governor, and the Financial Conduct Authority, are set to charm their way through Brussels. They're going to send fake Lord Frost, maybe. That'll be the charm offensive. And they're desperately lobbying for the EU to tighten its belts on the wobbly bits of the financial markets. Meanwhile, the EU bureaucrats in Swiss fate are the ones dragging their heels. Yes, they're sitting on their hands. Looks fine to me. It bothers you, do it? Okay, never mind. Let's give it another 6 months, 12 months, and see what happens. Anyway, it's a bit of a pickle for the United Kingdom, despite breaking free from the EU. Freedom, like I say, freedom. A significant chunk of its financial safety net is still entangled in EU regulations. Well, that's like trying to get the eggs out of an unbaked cake. a baked cake. That would be quite easy on baked cake. I'll get there in the end. Well, it's all thanks to a good portion of the sterling money markets funds being based in Dublin and Luxembourg. Now, the UK's financial watchdogs are sounding the alarm, stressing the need for these funds to hold more liquid assets to prevent a repeat of a dash for cash. A panic at the pandemic's start. Well, but here's the kicker. The EU isn't biting. Their stance, their rules, are robust enough. In fact, didn't we complain about the European Union's rules being too tough in the first place? And now we want to toughen them up. Work that one out. Isn't that one of the reasons they voted for Brexit? The numpties, that is. You put the cross in the wrong box. That they did. No legislative changes are needed. So, as British officials smooth their way through Brussels, strutting their stuff and all that, you know. Crikey. He's a bit of a look at that one, isn't he? No, I don't think they're sending a fake Lord Frost, are they? No, that'd be a bad move. Anyway, they'll be strutting their stuff through Brussels, trying to convince the European Union to see things their way. Has that worked so far? I don't think so. We can't help but marvel at this ironic role reversal. I have to admit, I was having fun writing this. Now, Brexit was supposed to be about cutting loose from the European Union's oversight, but now it seems that the UK can't quite escape the gravitational pull of Brussels' bureaucratic orbit. There they are, still wanting to increase flipping bankers' bonuses and stuff, like no limits and all that. And also, they want to get rid of that, or crikey, what's it called again, TC1 or whatever it is, regarding the protections that were put in place after the last financial crisis. And Richie Sunak just wants to get rid of it. And now he's talking about the potential for another financial crisis. Do you get the irony here? It's just like madness. These people that are in charge, they're idiots. Plain and simple. Unless they're clever, because they're looking after their own interests. Well, Brexit was not worth it. It wasn't. And now we've kind of gone back on the Brexit. So much for the Brexit. Just because a whole load of numpties with the loudest voices out there, like Anne Widdecombe, I just want my Brexit. Crikey. It's not that Brexit's a failure. It's how we've implemented Brexit is a failure. And Nigel Farage, for Christ's sake, these people have cost the country dear. It isn't just the lack of the ability to export, it's the lack of ability to import, it's the lack of ability to do trade in general, and the fact we're going to be losing our euro clearing. We're talking about massive amounts of money being chopped off the GDP. Oh, what an act of self-harm. And what about the costs? The costs of Brexit, actually implementing Brexit. Blimey. The list goes on. Anyway, what say you? Please leave it in the comments down below. But like I said earlier, we are doing a rewilding here in France. We're planting 1,000 trees on 2 hectares of land. If you'll be part of that, let's go find me link down below. And this is the time of year we're planting trees. So we're getting them in the ground now. So if you want a tree in the ground very soon, if you want to contribute to a project, say for instance, we can do get trees in the ground for around €20. So if you want a tree in the ground, I'll make a sign to go with the tree, on your behalf, and it can be it could be your name if you like, or it's a memory of a loved one, or a pet, or what have you, whatever you like, really. Or something like Brexit is stupid, or Brexit was not worth it. It could be anything you like. Other than that, if you want a support channel, you can do it on Patreon or buy us a coffee. There's also, I think there's a super thanks thing down there as well. And that is basically what keep this channel alive for a bit longer. That is. Anyway, time for me to go. So I'm gonna say toodaloo, and my phone's pinging. Oh crikey, toodaloo.